Welcome to episode 2 of Diary of a Castaway here on Print Island. I'm just admiring the view. It's looking a bit changeable today, but I think it'll be okay for the next few minutes while I introduce this next section. This episode has a special guest. It's Carys from Carys Copp Media. And if you're in the know, you'll ask me, well, which Carys is that, Mark? Carys with a K, Carys with a C. I don't want to disappoint you, but it's not Carys with a K, even though she's written me a lovely testimonial for my website. But I'm sure you won't be disappointed when you find out it's Carys with a C. Interesting thing about the Caryses, the Carys, is there a plural? Is that they are a homophone. They spell their names differently, but they sound the same. And the spooky thing about the two Caryses is that they were both born on the very same day, the very same year, very same month and date. It's kind of spooky. So I caught up with Carys Evans at Sign and Digital Show back in February and made a suggestion about their names and how it could be the start of something new, but I'm not sure Carys was feeling it. I always think of you as two detectives.
Oh, yeah?
Copp and Evans.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to solve crime.
That's what we do.
That's what
For the print industry.
crimes against the print industry.
Yeah, exactly.
So I had a vested interest in talking to Carys because I know she had left a publication to work in PR.
Yeah, so I trained as a journalist and I got a job working for 2 trade magazines that you might have heard of, Sign and Print Monthly. My dream was to work for a magazine when I was at uni, so that was a big win for me. And I worked my way up from news reporter to online editor to editor of the 2 magazines, which felt like quite a life achievement at my young age from university.
Yeah, I was keen to hear. Was it a sudden decision?
But it got to about 5 years and I was happy. There was nothing wrong, but I did get that kind of inkling thought in the back of my head. Am I going to do this for a long time? What's my next kind of move, if there is one? And I kind of, once I got that thought, I kind of sat on it for a couple of years. I'm quite a comfort zone person.
Carys is a very measured person. I'm sure she plans a lot and thinks about what she does.
I've had a little think. I explored other titles, other magazines.
So you started actively considering what's my next step?
Yeah, not applying.
Yeah.
Just having a Google, what other kind of trade publications are there.
And I couldn't believe that she even considered leaving the print industry, but I was reassured.
Maybe not in the industry, but nothing.
What did you think?
Well, exactly, but I'm still here, so nothing pricked me.
Yeah.
There's a trade magazine for literally everything in the world.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to leave the print industry. There was just something about the industry.
Then comes the question of how do people view us? Do they view us, all of us watching this, do they view us as a job? Do they view us as a title? Do they view us as a means to an end? Or are we actually building real relationships?
Did you find you got a different reaction from some people because you weren't a publication anymore, as a personal brand, shall we say? You were the route to a lot of companies to be able to promote something, let's say free of charge, and now you're a service that they might want to buy. Did relationships change, or do you think it's just stayed the same?
Not really. I think a lot of people were quite surprised when I did my LinkedIn announcement that I was moving away from journalism into PR. I think I'm not really sure why. It kind of surprised me how surprised people were.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just people, you probably experienced the same thing where people are like, what? There's a big change in the industry.
It's not that big.
It's not what we know anymore.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so I think it was, and everyone, like, the magazines are well known, and Dave and I had been out and about as a duo, and everyone kind of had got to know us and that sort of thing. And so I think it was like just change. People are like, what does this mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But actually, I think people could see that it makes sense. And we're still very much in the industry, and we get to now just promote all the awesome things that our clients are doing across all the channels in the industry. So we're still kind of doing the same thing. But yeah. I think, well, like you said about making the connections, that's one of my favorite things about this industry is all the connections.
Yes.
And you just never know when, we were saying this earlier, you just never know when those are going to kind of come back around,
Exactly.
or people might pop up out of the woodwork and, you know, I have a question, or like I have lots of conversations with people who are just like asking for advice and,
Yeah.
you know, want to know what the trends are or what's going on in the industry. Because
What
we,
does it cost to talk to them and say, well, have you thought about this?
yeah, exactly.
Rather than, oh, I'm sorry, too busy to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, oh, that's what you'd have to pay for. But like,
So I finished the conversation feeling quite a lot better and ready to jump on that horse. We talked about the Chinese New Year and the fact that the year of the snake had just finished. We could shed our skin and become the horse, the year of the horse, the fire horse.
it's exciting.
But you've encouraged me.
Good.
Thank you.
I'm glad. Yeah. And sometimes you just have to take the leap. And we were saying that earlier.
You're right.
It's scary. It was a scary decision. I was kind of like, but so glad I did it.
Yeah. It's the year of the horse.
The fire horse.
Let's jump on that horse.
Exactly.
Leap over the fence.
Exactly. I look forward to seeing everything that you do.
And me.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
So the next episode will be next week. And who's it going to be? I've got a few people already recorded, just need editing. So make sure you tune in, if you tune in on this channel, to Diary of a Castaway, only on Print Island. I'm off to forage for nuts and seeds.